Exciting for me. Oh, this camera is not situated right. There we go. Hello. Hello, welcome. I have some exciting new nail polish to show off that I actually have not played with yet. So, I don't want to start unpacking until we have some people here, but I will just mention that these are two upcoming collections from Monarch Lacquer that they sent me as PR. I am part of the affiliate program, so not getting paid to do anything with this, but and I won't be necessarily like swatching them, although I might end up doing full hand swatches at some point in time. I'm definitely going to play with them, do some nail art and stuff, but I thought for tonight I would do some like single hand swatches, like, you know, one nail of each color or something like that. We'll see sort of what we feel like doing with them. I know that, so I haven't actually like opened the boxes and looked at them yet. Hey, welcome. Yeah, so I haven't actually opened the boxes and looked at them yet, but I know that one of the collections is like a carnival style. I think it's like one of those, it's inspired by one of those like Venetian mask kind of things. I really should have actually looked up the information that exists in my email before coming to do the live stream, but you know me, I don't do that. I don't do smart things. I do silly things instead. So yeah, one of them is inspired by Venetian masks and carnival. The other one is inspired by, or is not inspired by, it is a rainbow magnetic. So it's I think it's a 6-piece set that forms a rainbow of all magnetic polishes. So super excited to try those ones out. So I'm going to start unpacking, and I think I will start with the Venetian mask set first. And like I said, I have not opened these up yet. I have not played with them at all, but I am excited to do so. So, first one here is called Holiday Spark. Oh my gosh. Okay, well this is like extremely my jam. Hello. Oh, that's gorgeous. All right, that's pretty exciting. Looks like a multi-chrome, couple of different colors of multi-chrome flakes. And a green jelly. Very pretty. Yeah, we'll see which polishes my mom takes dibs on. Yeah, she hasn't shown up to a live stream in a little while. I don't know if she'll be here or not, but if she does, she'll probably want to steal some. Okay, second one here is called Wrapped Up in You. That is really interesting. It looks like a sort of a medium, almost largish particle shifting shimmer, maybe? Interesting. Got sort of a, I wonder if that actually has a tinted base. Yeah, it must. Oh, that's cool. All right, well, we'll take a look. And this one, oh, whoop, that one, nope, you didn't see that one. That one was, that one's a PPU that you didn't see. This is a 5-piece set. Yeah, that other one's for January, so you don't get to see it yet, but that's okay. Here we have Tinseltown Romance. Oh, that's, you know what? I managed to confuse myself. This set is not actually, the Venetian thing is something else, and that is because of the January PPU. It's the PPU one that's the Venetian mask thing. I've completely lied to you this whole time. This set is Hallmark movies. It's frickin' romance Hallmark movies is what this is. Jeez Louise. And yet, look at that. The colors would totally work for what I was saying, right? But yeah, they're based on Hallmark movies, so I'm an idiot. Ignore everything that I just said. It's going to be really fun to put together the YouTube VOD and just like overlay I'm an idiot, I'm lying to you this whole time over all of it. But yeah, so this is Tinseltown Romance. Oh, this is like so this one's a clear base with gold and black flakes in it. Interesting. So that looks like it's going to be thick enough to build up to a full opacity, but we'll have to see. But it certainly looks like it will, although I imagine you could probably topper it. Ooh, this one's interesting. Falling for Frost. This is a matte topper, apparently. That sounds like a lot of fun. That's going to be really cool for some snowy manis later in the year. Although it's almost time to start doing snowy manis. I feel like I'm not like psychologically prepared for winter manis yet. I'm like I feel like I've just had a little taste of autumn manis. And I'm already feeling like I need to be doing the winter ones, and I don't want to yet. Sugar Cookie Crush. That is cute. This looks like a white or slightly off-white Crelly with gold flake. Yeah, that's cute. All right, well, we're gonna have to swatch all these out for sure. So these ones are the ones inspired by Hallmark holiday movies. So that's the first set. And then the second set is, I'll just set those back there. The second set is the hello, welcome. Glad you could join us. We're going through, I've got two sets, two upcoming collections from Monarch that I got as PR. So the first set that I just finished opening them up, this is all inspired by like holiday Hallmark style movies. And then the second set that I'm just starting to open up now is all magnetic. It's a magnetic rainbow. So we have, ooh, that's like, it's an interesting color. I wonder what that's going to look like on, because it's kind of got like the yellow. It's not quite like a gold, right? Like it's very, very yellowy, but it's almost antique-y in the base. I'm interested to see what that's going to look like on. Y'all know I am a huge sucker for magnetic polishes. I will love almost any magnetic that I get my hands on. So this one, obviously our orange. It looks like there's a bit of a shift to sort of greenish tones at the extreme angles. I don't know if you can see that around the edges of the bottle. I wonder if we'll be able to see that on the nails or not. Can certainly see a little more of a reddish sort of tone at some angles, and more of a true sort of orangey and some coppery. I'm not giving you the names of these. Golden Shimmer and Solar Flare. It's like it's like I'm not even a brain on streamer. This one is called Ruby Rush. In my defense, I have been swatching for hours. I've been swatching for hours. Okay, this is Ruby Rush. I feel like the color isn't quite coming up right on the screen for y'all. It's really, oh wow, look at that. You can kind of see that greenish shift. I wonder how much of that multi-chrome shift we're gonna see on the nail. It can be, you know, the bottle always accentuates that kind of thing. But that is a cool looking one. Oh, oh yeah, hello. I've gone off rainbow order here by accident because I'm not actually looking inside the box before grabbing. So this one is Verdant Veil. Oh, that's very pretty. And it's got a little bit of a teal shift, turquoisey teal shift. Does not seem to go much into the more yellowy greens. It does a tiny bit, but not much. Here, let me move those over and put that there. And then this one, ooh, this is a good color. Blue Violet Vortex. Oh, interesting. So it looks like the base is more tealy, and then it's got this like blue, it almost goes periwinkle at one point there. That's really cool. And then definitely getting some purple at the edges there. That's Blue Violet Vortex. And then the last one here is Aurora Gleam. And this is more greeny teal. It's interesting that she's done 3 sort of in this range. Although I guess she's done other magnetics before that are sort of cover the purple range more, so maybe she felt like she didn't really need to cover the purple range so much here. Which I personally, y'all know, I approve of that. Like, I have some purple magnetics. I'm not like anti-purple magnetic. I just feel like there's so many really wonderful colors in the world, and purple gets a lot of spotlight time. So, you know? Okay, so, oh gosh. So we have one too many colors for my nails. However, one of these is a topper. So I'm thinking that we do the rainbow on this hand, -1, and I might put this color with this set because I feel like it kind of goes well with it, and then do the topper over select ones. So I do have both hands at the ready today, although this hand, oh, she got some shorties. She got some stubby little shorties, but that's okay, you know? My poor right hand was working so hard while my left hand was out of commission. All right, I'm gonna start with this one here. And actually, do I want to do these with the ring magnet? I think I do. Or should I do them velvet? Gosh, I don't know. Maybe I should do them velvet. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna do them velvet because I feel like if I do them velvet here, like on my hand, then I can do them cat eye style on a swatch ring. And that way y'all can see both ways. It's hard to do the velvet style on a swatch ring. Test first? What do you mean test first? Test what first? Test whether I like velvet or ring better? Doesn't matter. We'll do it this way because I want to show you both, and it's easier to do the velvet on my nails. Also, hello, Ray. Ooh, that's a pretty color. Oh yeah. Oh, I like that. All right, let me grab a swatch wheel here. Do I have a blank that's... Hold up. Hold up. There we go. There's a blank one. All right. We're gonna do this while that one is going. See, we can be efficient with this. We can be efficient with this, except I think maybe this is not the best one of those to use. Maybe I'll use this. There we go. All right. And just gonna lift this side up a little bit so it's not as prone to moving around, hopefully. All right. Your wallet is in danger? Yeah, I think this is going to be a good set. All right. So that's, that one's Aurora Gleam. And then the second one we'll do, I'm just going to rearrange these a little bit here. The second one I'm going to do here is Verdant Veil. I'm going to do this on my index. And okay, we'll just move you out of the way for the moment. Trying to do multiple things at once. This is definitely going to go very, very well, and there will be no mishaps as a result of me doing it this way. Oh boy. Oh gosh, that's pretty. They're so vibrant. I am a fan. All right. And then let's go ahead and do this on the swatch wheel. I feel like I'm juggling. Do I have a code for Monarch? I do have an affiliate code for Monarch. The code is Vext10. I think that, so you get 10% off with the code. And I think they're doing a Black Friday sale starting on the 26th, which is when these launch. These all become available on the 26th. Yeah, my affiliate link is in my bio thing there. I've got a bunch of links on there. So, okay, third one. This one is Golden Glimmer. Let's see how I'm interested in this one because I don't think I've seen a real bright, like yellowy gold, sort of magnetic like this before. And there's like newer magnetic pigments these days that seem to be a lot less dingy than the old ones. This does still have a little bit of that like darker kind of undertone to it, but I think it's pretty darn bright. It's certainly really pretty velvet. I really like that dun velvet. All right, let's see if we can juggle some more here. Can y'all believe that I haven't actually broken everything I own yet while trying to do this? I mean, there's still time, to be fair. I can definitely fuck up everything still, but so far, I think I'm doing miraculously well with this nonsense. I'm going to encourage even the people that are here for this to just like, when I post the VOD of this on YouTube, to go and look at it because just for this first section, because you get a wider view of what's happening from the top down. And I think it really emphasizes the complete ridiculousness of how I'm trying to juggle everything here. All right, next is Solar Flare. It's in a jelly, so it'll be a bit darker. It'll only brighten up if you put like a silvery base in there. Yeah. I mean, I think it's already not as dark as a lot of the sort of older magnetics are, which I think is an improvement. Oh, this is good. Look at that. I like that. That's a good orange. These are going to be great once they're built up. Oh, you're on your phone so you can't see what you're typing? Yeah. The phone, the mobile app is freaking ridiculous to try and watch live streams on, I find. It's difficult to like see everything, and it's difficult to type, and it's difficult to read, and it's really not optimal for actually communicating. Couch potato, you can't do more than one thing at once. I mean, neither can I most of the time, but I'll make an exception at my nail desk while streaming. I will make no promises that it will continue to go this smoothly, though. Everything could fall apart real fast. Come on. I really should have loosened this off when I had the use of two hands. Okay, I'm gonna have to use both hands. Oh, you gotta go? All right, thanks for coming by. It was nice to see you, Marie. Okay, here we go. This one is Ruby Rush. And this looks like a really nice color. Come on, I could have undone it the rest of the way while I was doing that. Do you think? I'm gonna regret having put this on my baby finger where it's too small but to really see very much. But then, I would have felt the same way if I'd done it any other direction. So whatever ends up on the pinky, I always feel bad for what ends up on the pinky because I'm like, there's not enough space for you to show off how beautiful you are. That's a really pretty color. All right, now let's get a red under there. Here we go. All right. So I suspect that these are going to be good in 2 coats on the nail. Although you might want 3 depending on how much you hate V&L. This is just 1 coat so far, so we'll see how they build up. But I have a feeling these are probably going to be good in 2 coats, at least for my taste. They seem like they're gonna build up pretty nicely. All right, let's hit that second coat here. Well, actually, I do have the other. How do I want to do this? You know what? I am going to go ahead and do the... Oh, God. See what just happened? I put the bigger magnet just a few inches above where I had the smaller magnet underneath here, and it still managed to get me. And this, my friends, this is why you must be careful with your magnets. Especially the stronger ones. The neodymiums are already quite strong. This is why I always tell people to be cautious about like the big horseshoes, because like the regular neodymium ones are already fairly strong, These ones, this has a lot of pull strength. So yeah, that was like, it was a couple inches above. Yeah, see? It doesn't have to be that, doesn't have to be that close for it to get you. All right. And then, so yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do, because this is a 6-piece collection, the magnetic one, I'm gonna go ahead and do that on the thumb of the other hand. So I've got blue violet vortex here. So we'll do that, and then we'll go through and do the second coat of everything, and then we'll go back and do the other collection on the rest of my right hand. So I think it makes more sense to keep the collection stuff together, even if it means we're switching hands. Ooh, oh, that's gonna be pretty. Yeah, that's a great color. It does look more purple on the nail. It's interesting. It's much more purple on the nail than it does in the bottle. Oh gosh. Okay, here's the real fun thing. Look at this. Here we go. Here we go. Oh yeah, going with my wrong hand in the wrong direction at the wrong angle. Perfect. What a pro. I'm a little bit shocked that that kind of worked. Yeah, that's going to be gorgeous once it's built up. It's definitely more like it's not a predominantly purple, but I am seeing more purple on the nail so far than I was in the bottle, I think. Okay. So let's go ahead and start back over here for our second coat. Again, this one is Aurora Gleam. Yes, that's correct. I am a professional. Switching hands is dangerous business. Switching anything is dangerous business. If I do the exact same thing over and over and over and over again, I can do it a million times flawlessly. But the second I change one tiny little thing, that's it, is game over. Everything is ruined. I'll mess up every little possible thing. Yeah, so that's the second coat on there. And I think I'm actually just gonna bring this up. Sorry to the YouTube camera, I just want to get some different angles here on the light. So obviously, you know, this is like an extreme. I've got my light right there. So you won't see this color all the time in this. But I want to sort of give you an idea of what kind of shifts this is going to go through. And then with the more direct lighting, it's definitely more tealish, emeraldy. That's a really pretty color. I really like that. And yeah, I think 2 coats is good for this one, for me at least. Obviously, if you use clear extensions, or if you just like really can't stand the mere possibility of ever seeing V&O, then you may want a 3rd coat, but I think that's pretty darn good. Okay, so I'm gonna actually set this aside and do the second coat of that when I'm done with the second coat of this, just because I feel like it's living a little too dangerously for me. Okay, so second coat of Verdant Veil. Here we go. Obviously, if you're a person who likes to do super, super, super thin coats as well, that will affect how many coats you want. I don't do them super thick, but I definitely am not a thin painter. I like to do fairly sort of moderate coats. And here we go, we'll do the same thing. I'll show you see more of the teal color at that angle. Definitely much more green. And you get that extreme angle with it's right up to the neck next to the light there, but it's definitely a much greener green. Turned off on me. Okay, now I'll do the second coat on this golden glimmer. Do y'all hear Jammy Dodgers? She's not behind me. She's on the chair that's sort of beside me, a little bit further over in the room, and she's just let out several of the loudest snores. Like, just, that cat is deep, deep asleep. All right, you'll have to forgive the weird texture on my nail there. I need to redo my patch. I have a bad break on there, but gosh, that's a beauty. That is a really lovely color. I really like that. It gets a little bit more sort of goldeny right up next to the light. And you get that dingy-ish sort of mustard look. But then at certain angles, it's like, bam, so yellow. I really like this one. I think this is going to be a really fun, festive color. I can totally see doing like a Christmas lights mani, doing the lights in these velvets or in these magnetics, doing them velvet style. That could be super fun. You can hear the snoring cat. You've been blessed. You're so lucky. Okay. Next one is going to be Solar Flare. So that's the orange. I just totally smacked my thumb here a little bit. Thankfully not too bad. These are drying reasonably quickly, so that's the only thing that saved it. Okay. Trying to like come up with like a reasonable way to paint this, and there really isn't one, so like something that's comfortable for me and lets me use the velvet magnet on stream is a challenge. It's fine for my thumb, but it's challenging for all my other nails. I really like this one. This one's very autumny. I have a feeling I'm gonna like this one even better done cat eye or with the ring magnet. Just a guess. Okay, here, once again, I will show you the, ooh, look at that. It gets very tangerine-y at the angle, huh? It's really cool. I really like that. And then it's like so autumnal when it's head on. You like to do the Spider-Man pose to hold the magnet? What does that mean? How does that work? The Spider-Man pose. Like I don't have trouble doing this when I'm not streaming. It's not a problem where like I can't hold the thing or make it work. It's just that normally when I'm not streaming, I'm just doing it down here, and that doesn't give you the best view. Oh, you do it like this? Yeah, I can't paint in this direction. There's no way I can't paint in that direction. There's not a chance. That would definitely not work for me. Hi, Maymay. I mean, I can see it being easier to hold it up, but yeah, it kind of actually hurts to do it for me. That position is a little painful for my wrist. All right, so this one is, oh geez, I forgot the name. Ruby Rush. This is Ruby Rush. That's a real pretty one. It's definitely more of like it's not a vampy red. It's more of like a it reminds me of strawberries. It makes me think of strawberries. It's a nice color though. I like it. Again, we'll just bring it up here. You can see it's got a little bit of an orangey tone at some angles, but then it also sort of leans into the pinkies in some angles. Okay, and then the last one from this set is Blue Violet Vortex, which I've got on here in one coat so far. We'll get our second coat going. I am definitely not as good at painting with my left hand, I'll tell you that much. Oh gosh, I love this color though. I think this one might actually be my favorite. I mean, they're kind of all my favorite, but also this one might be my favorite. Hang on. Look at that. It goes into that indigo to purple at the very edges. And then you've got that gorgeous like cyan kind of color. That is an absolutely gorgeous combo. I love this one. That is super pretty. All right. Poor YouTube camera is missing out. Every time I do that, I'm gonna have to take a bunch of photos with it at the extreme angles so I can insert them into the VOD when I do that, when I post that up tomorrow. Otherwise, they're going to be missing out. And that would be a shame. All right, so that is 2 coats of the Magnetic Rainbow that's going to be released on the 26th from Monarch Lacquer. Ray, you're gonna have to get this one. I think you will. I think if not the entire collection, at least several of them need to go home with you because you're as much of a magnet nerd as I am. Okay, I want to do real quick the cat eye versions of all of these, just to. And these might need a third coat because they're on the clear swatch sticks or a swatch ring. So, in fact, they will probably need a third coat. But I do want to just sort of have an idea of what they're going to look like cat eye, because it's so drastically different. And sometimes, you know, with certain polishes, like I do love velvet for a lot of things, but sometimes a cat eye or you know, using a ring magnet or something like that is really a better option. So there's that one. I'll do Ruby down here. Ruby got dinged a little bit, but there's Ruby, second coat. I might have to do the third coat like not on stream and then just take a photo of it, because I feel like it's really hard for me to give you a good, like to do a good job of swatching these on the ring quickly. Because of course if I'm trying to rush, then I'm not doing as good a job magnetizing it. So this one is, wait, which one is this one? Aurora Gleam. And then let's go over and do solar flare. I'm going back and forth so that I'm not like immediately hitting something with the magnet while it's still really, really wet from the wrong angle. So there's Aurora Flare. Yeah, gives you an idea of what you're looking at for the cat eye effect. But I do think that these all work really, really well velvet. So I will very likely end up using most of them velvet most of the time. Although the Aurora one and the what is the purpley one called? I've forgotten already. Those two I think I might end up wanting to do with the ring magnet as well. I'm probably going to have to do like proper hand swatches where I do, you know how I often do, like if I'm doing PR swatches for a magnetic, I'll usually do like you know, half velvet, half ring magnet sort of thing. I like to do them that way, partly just for myself because I like to see which polishes work best in which style. I did a really bad job painting that one, but oh well. Get to the general idea. Yeah, it's got like a mustardy sort of background because of the darkness you get from the magnetic flake or pigment. But that yellow magnetic line is super, super bright. It's a really nice flare. All right, so that is 2 coats, and here in velvet. And then we have a whole other collection to look at. Like that was just the first frickin' collection. My goodness. So these ones are the ones that are inspired by Hallmark holiday movies. So that's the second set. We'll get into these ones now. These ones are all flake and microflake from the looks of things. This one here is a matte topper. So that I think we're gonna try on a variety of other ones. Yeah, let's just go ahead and get started. So I will do Sugar Cookie Rush on my poor, incredibly stubby little right index nail. This poor thing has been through the ringer of late. And I've got my winter eczema flare-up happening, so that's fun. But you know, it still has a fingernail, and that fingernail can still do some stuff. So it can still wear nail polish. Yeah, more, May. There's 2 whole collections. They're both coming out on the 26th. This other collection is a little smaller. It's a 5-piece collection. And like I said, all inspired by Hallmark holiday movies. So this one, ooh, this is really fun. This one is called Tinseltown Romance. And I did a really good job applying it. Excellent work. And that one's gonna build up to a full opacity, even though it has a clear base, for sure. I feel like that's gonna be like a really good New Year's. Actually, this whole set, this to me actually screams New Year's. I don't know. Is it just me? This one is Wrapped Up in You. And I think we're looking at a couple of different colors of microflake in a sort of pinky, purpley, magenta-y sort of jelly base. It looks like there's a blue microflake and a purple microflake in there. And there might be something else as well. I can't quite tell, but it's really, boy, the camera really loves the blue. All right. Yeah, once again, these are for sure going to be 2 coaters. I mean, Monarchs often are. Obviously, you know, they do some formulas that are intended to be fairly sheer. This one is Holiday Spark, and this is probably going to be my favorite of the collection, just looking at the bottles, although, you know, that cookie one is awfully cute as well. All right. That is really cute. It's got a really green base. The base is much greener than you would think looking at it in the bottle. But I think once it builds up, because it's got so much, I actually didn't realize there's a black flake in that too. Hang on, what's going on in this? So we definitely have a multi-chrome flake, but there's also, it looks like, there's the black flake, and then there's also what looks like a chameleon flake or a unicorn flake kind of thing. One of those iridescent, super shifty iridescent ones. That's really interesting. I did not expect that based on what I was seeing in the bottle. However, let's go back to Sugar Cookie Crush and do a second coat. It's so hard not to like overload the brush for this itty bitty tiny little nail. He's so small. This one's really cute. Oh my goodness, I really like this. I didn't expect to like this one so much. It's really cute. That's just a cute little polish. I can see why she called it Sugar Cookie Crush too. Like it's just off-white enough to sort of have that sort of creamy quality without looking beigey. All right. Second coat of Tinseltown Romance. I think this is such a hilarious theme. I don't usually watch like romance movies or read romance stories. But every once in a while, if they're like truly atrocious, I'll make an exception. And some of the Hallmark ones are just hilariously awful. And I feel like there's something to be celebrated there. Yeah, so this one's got a clear base, but the flake density is out of this world. So definitely we're getting full coverage in 2 coats. All right, wrapped up in You. This is our blue and purple microflake baby. There goes Jammy snoring again. She's so good at it. And that's the second coat. Come on. And coat number 2 of Holiday Spark. Let's see if this one is good in 2 or if I'm going to want a third one. There's a chance I might want a third one of this just to get more of the flake built up because it is a jelly base. it is pretty like this, but I do feel like I might want a third coat of this. Just because I really like the more dense flake look that you get in the bottle. So I feel like I might want a third coat of that just to build that up a little bit more. But it is definitely pretty in two. Okay, so now we have the fifth piece in this collection that I have not used yet is Falling for Frost, which is a matte topper. So I think we're going to want this in a single coat. And while I think it could work over some of this collection, I have a feeling because it's mostly flakies, I'm going to want to put it instead over this collection. Or at least a couple of them. So I'm going to try it over this one here, which is Blue Violet Vortex from the Rainbow Magnet collection. So, try this out. It's a nice density. I like the density of this. It's definitely like enough that you don't have to muck around and fish for anything, but it's not so much that it's sort of getting in the way. And it should presumably mattify as it dries. Yeah, I can see it starting. I can see it starting to go matte around the edges where it's drying off. Yeah. Well, that's a real pretty topper. I like that. That's going to be very nice. I want to try it on a couple more of these. I want to try it on this thumb. Do just the tips? Okay. Do some frosted tips here. I'll try and sort of do a vague French tip sort of thing. But it might take a couple of coats to get better density to notice it for a French tip. I think if I was gonna do this as a full mani, I think it's a cool suggestion, but what I would probably do is build up the tip in a couple of coats of this and do just like a super thin line of just a silver foil polish to define the edge of the tip. You know what I mean? But yeah, I think that could totally work. I would just want more density for something like that. And then something to sort of delineate the edge of it a little better. I like managed to get a hair somewhere in one of the coats, somewhere way down there, and it's like fully glued in at this point. I cannot get rid of it. It lives there now. See what I mean though? Like that it would benefit from having like a little thin line to delineate if you're going to do nail art like this. I think it could be real fun. I really like it over this one. I like it a lot over this one. I think that's my favorite. It's pretty over the others as well, but I like it best over this one. Actually, I bet if you did a layer of it over this, that could be fun too. I do want to try a third coat of this one. and just see how that looks built up in a third coat. Everybody else is definitely good in 2 coats, but I think I want a third for this. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. That was the correct choice. Third coat for this baby just did it for me. So everybody else in 2, this one is good in 3. And the magnetic ones, I did all of these in just 2 coats as well. And I don't think that they really need more. All right, let me go back to my swatch wheel and just do a little bit more calm and relaxed third coat here. And while I'm doing this, let me know, anybody, if you wanted, if you had any questions or wanted to see it magnetized a different way or anything, or if there's something you want to see the matte top coat over. Like I could swatch it on a swatch wheel over like other polishes, other colors, if you want to see that. Just let me know. I'll do it for you. I really think this is cute. This to me, oh boy, this is the highlight of getting the 2 collections together right here. I'm a fan. Okie dokie. Ah, time for a sip of water. So today I did thumb swatches, like the filming just like live swatching on the thumb for 10 polishes. And then I did full hand swatches with all the photos for 3 polishes. And then I did a full hand nail art for a collab. And then I got ready for stream. So I'm like fully head empty. I am just a machine that puts on nail polish and takes it off again. That's what I am today. That is all I know. All right, so there is the third coat cat eye of Blue Violet Vortex. The thumb is your favorite too, Couch Potato? It's just really good. It's a really good combo. And like, I know Adrienne is a smart lady. She knew that those would go well together, but I wonder if she was thinking about it when she made the collection, or if it was just like a happy accident. I am very excited to do some sort of festive, like minimal nail art that's like wintry and sort of has like the festive winter vibes, but isn't necessarily, you know, explicitly any particular season or holiday. Because I feel like this topper is just going to be really good for sort of cozy, snowy, sort of frosty looks. All right, so there is the third coat for, what is this one called? Aurora something. I'm so good at this, y'all. Aurora Gleam. All right, and then Verdant Veil. We'll do a third coat. You like both middle fingers? I always like middle fingers because middle fingers are so expressive. Doesn't matter what goes on them, they're always the best finger. It might just be because I have an attitude problem. That's what they tell me. All right, Verdant Veil. This is such a pretty green. This one's a very like classic Christmas green, I think. Super pretty. It's actually gonna go well sort of year round too though, because it's such a like planty green that I feel like this will be the YouTube camera again. You know what that means? That means we're an hour into stream. I know how long I've been streaming based on how many times I've had to hit the go button on my camera. This one is really good. I really like this. It feels very harvesty, but it also feels very like Christmas lights. I feel like you could go a lot of directions with this one. It's really intense. It's a good color. Jamie Dodgers, are you doing okay over there? She's like, she just woke up and she's snorkeling. I don't have another word that describes what she's doing better. It's when they like snort multiple times, just again and again and again, keep snorting. She's doing that. It's like she's trying to clear something out of her nose, but there doesn't seem to be anything in her nose. This one is Solar Flare. There we go. Gosh, this is such a good set, y'all. I am very excited about these. I'm just so happy someone did a magnetic rainbow. Because I'm such a sucker for a rainbow collection. I'm like, I see a rainbow collection and it's so hard for me not to buy it. And of course you know how I feel about magnetic polishes. I'm obsessed with magnetic polishes. So a rainbow magnetic collection is just like, did you literally make this for me specifically? Because I'm feeling very targeted by this. All right. Gotta stay hydrated, kids. I have an enormous jug of water beside me whenever I'm streaming, and about half the time I completely forget to drink. A Ruby Rush. I keep wanting to call it Ruby Roo, which I think is the name of one of Monarch's red cremes. Like, right idea, but not quite. Yeah, that builds up really nicely in the cat eye. That's very pretty. It seems like a fairly neutral red. It's a little desaturated, but it's not, it doesn't lean heavily bluish or orangish to my eye. Of course, regardless of what color the polish on its own is, it's always going to end up looking different against any given person's skin tone, but there they are. Oh my goodness. What a good rainbow she made. I love it. I'm so excited to wear more of these, or to wear these more than just swatching them on my hands. You know what? The little tip turned out pretty cute with two coats of that. I do think I would put a little silver belt on there though. But I think that could be a fun holiday look. You could even just do the rainbow as a holiday look. You can kind of look like Christmas lights. So that's the magnet, the Rainbow Magnetic collection with a little bit of extra something something. 3 coats here, done cat eye on clear. 2 coats here, done velvet on me. Just on me. And then this side we have the holiday Hallmark movies, holiday romance collection. So 4 polishes and a matte topper, which I have put on the tips of these guys and all over this one. So that's it. These are all coming out on, yeah, do Christmas bulbs with the magnetics, 100%, right? I am absolutely doing that, Manny. I am 100% doing that, Manny. It is already decided. They're going to be done velvet style. They're going to be adorable. Yeah, so both collections are coming out on the 26th. I think, oh gosh, my brain. I think that the shop opens at 2 p.m. Central Time. So that's 3 p.m. for those of us on the East Coast of the US. Yeah, so both collections will be available then. And I guess that's it. Is there anything else that anyone needed to know or wanted to ask or wanted to say or wanted to see? Now's your chance. Speak now or forever hold your pizzas. I want pizza now. I'm hungry. I haven't really properly eaten anything in many hours. I got so busy doing nail stuff that I kind of forgot that I own a corporeal body. You know how it is. Look at this pretty. Couch Potato Loves Polish is pointing out that yes, you can get 10% off using my affiliate code. Thank you for being a much better influencer than I am, Couch Potato. I suck at remembering to tell people about my affiliate code. Let's go visit the cats briefly as a little bonus. Here we've got Budgie Smuggler, who does not want anything to do with any of this shit and would just like to be asleep. And Jammy Dodgers, my tiny BBC so good. Yes. Say hello. Good girl. Yeah. There she is. Alright. That's a pretty good bonus for y'all. Alright. Once again, the people watching the YouTube VOD are just suffering sadly with no close-ups of cat pictures, unless I take pity on them. All right, thanks everybody. If you do have any questions or any comments or want to see any comparisons or anything, you can hit me up in the comments or on the Discord and let me know, and I will see what I can do. Thanks. Bye. Bye. End that, and then we share it, and then we say goodbye to YouTube as well. Okay, I'll tell you what, YouTube camera. Let's see if we can, let's see, hang on. I know it's real dark, but let's see if we can get you a little bit better view here. There's a Jammy Dodgers. There she is. She's like, Mom, why is there the sun? And here's the Budgie Smuggler. Get the spotlight shining on her. Oh, she's too much in shadow. Those are the babies. There you go. Bye.